Now, to one of our top stories tonight, former Deputy Energy Minister Mohammed Amin Adam says Tallow has announced a $370 million development drilling campaign to explore oil reserves. Now, this move is to ensure that government generates more revenue before the fall of oil prices. Parliamentary correspondent Kwesi Parker Wilson joins me with more. So, Parker, the former Deputy Energy Minister, also indicated that government is in the process of reviewing contractual agreements with existing oil companies. Why has that become necessary?
Well, as it stands at the moment, the global market is moving away from fossil, which is largely discovered here in the country, to what he calls renewables. And as a matter of fact, the existing agreement between the oil companies in this country is essentially about the exploration of our oil reserves, which is the fossil. And mind you, the oil companies have also indicated that they are going to shut down in the not too distant future. Well, what that would mean is that there will be a shortfall in terms of our revenue. Already there's a revenue challenge. So in order to make sure that we quickly generate a lot of revenue before there is a global shift from fossil to the renewables, all these contractual agreements must be reviewed so that we can attract more investors to come and help with the exploration and the drilling as well, so that the little oil we have, we can make some money out of it and invest them into other sectors of the economy before the shift as far as the global dynamics is concerned. So that is the point made by the former Deputy Energy Minister, of course, who is a member of Parliament now. And this has come on the back of the concerns raised by the CSOs, indicating that very soon our oil reserves will deplete. But however, we need to give GNPC the capacity. I mean, it can partner with other companies to quickly go ahead with the drilling of our oil reserves.
Anything more we know about this drilling campaign by Tallow?
Well, what we know is that, according to the former Deputy Energy Minister, the drilling will start next month. And they are hoping that they're going to generate more revenue as far as the drilling is concerned. So already they're in talks with the oil companies, including ENI, to help or assist with the exploration and how we can generate revenues to invest into the other sectors of the economy.
Okay, I can't talk to you, Parker, without mentioning the budget, because lawmakers have been debating the budget. How has it gone so far?
Well, it's been an interesting day, the second day of the budget debate, and today largely has been focused on the road sector, where the minority or the ranking member on the road committee, Honorable Abuja, has indicated that, well, government has, last year generated almost about 1.8 billion within the road sector. So we don't understand why there was a delay as far as road construction is concerned. And they cannot blame that on COVID, because the government position has been that the delay in achieving the year of roads in 2020 is as a result of the pandemic. But however, they declared this year as the second year of roads, which he believes that, well, you cannot blame that on COVID. However, the chairman of the road committee, Kennedy Osenyako, is of the view that, well, they maintain that was the situation, and that is why government today is trying to impose some taxes so that we can generate revenue, just as the information minister has been talking about revenue mobilization. So that is what they seek to do. But there was an argument about the fiscal deficit and how government continued to misreport it. Yesterday, it was very dominant within the discussion when the finance committee, members of the finance committee engaged in the debate. Today, that has also found expression in the various debates or argument advanced, or the debate for or against the budget. And so largely that's what has happened here. As I'm talking to you now, Parliament had gone on recess for an hour. I've heard the bell being rung, and what it means is that the hour is over, and so members of Parliament are being called to return to the chamber to continue with the debate.
And there's currently a back and forth between the Speaker of the House and the presidency over the funds allocated to the judiciary and legislature. How do things stand right now?
So I'm sure that yesterday the Speaker was clear. He was very incensed about the presidency's decision to review the budget estimate for members of Parliament and also the judiciary. Well, today I have the opportunity to speak to the majority leader, Osetie Sabonsu, who clearly tells me that the article or the provision in the Constitution which the Speaker used to back his argument was wrongly interpreted. And the point is that that provision only applies to the judiciary and not Parliament. So by extension, the Speaker didn't really understand the provision that he cited. Again, he makes the point that the Speaker does not have the power to hijack the approval of the budget or even threaten to hijack the approval of the budget, because the budget, when approved by Parliament, has to go to the clerk of Parliament and to append his signature and really forward it to the presidency. And so he doesn't understand why the Speaker would even say that he would block the approval or won't append his signature if Parliament decides to approve this year's budget. And finally, for him, he got a bit disappointed because there is already a backroom conversation between Parliament and the presidency. The issue has come before them because Parliament says that, well, continuously their budget allocation have been slashed. And as a matter of fact, there was a need to increase it. That conversation is going on. And so if you have any challenge or concern, what you have to do is to channel your grievances to the appropriate quarters, not to come to the chamber where media men are there, where cameras are there, recorders are there, and make that point. He believes that was misplaced. It was not the best. But however, in spite of yesterday, he has reached out to the presidency. You know that the president is out of the country at the moment. He's in La Côte d'Ivoire, and the executive secretary has indicated that, well, there's nothing they can do about it. So for now, we should maintain what they have. And that when they return to Ghana, they are now going to look at how they can make amends for the slash of the budget allocation for members of Parliament and also the judiciary.
All right, my final question, Parker, has to do with the race against time, because government hopes to get all these policies approved by the end of this month. So how soon is that going to happen, looking at the resistance we are seeing from the minority side of the House?
Well, we are told by the majority side is that, I mean, some of these resistance plays out almost every now and then when there is a budget before the House. But eventually, those who are resisting or opposing have the presence of mind to understand that we have a country to run. And so, in spite of the reservations, let's agree to disagree. But however, let's approve the budget so that we can make allocation for ministries and agencies and departments for them to run the activities of this government. And mind you, government has talked about the recovery plan. And without the approval of the budget, what it means is that the country is going to go on recession. That is something we have to avoid. So the majority is confident that in spite of all the concerns raised by the minority yesterday, Ato Forsen raised a number of concerns, accused the Minister of Finance of misreporting or underreporting, and indicated that he has to come to Parliament to make all those changes or correct those anomalies before they can approve the budget. Well, they say that in spite of all these, they are confident that Parliament, together with majority and minority, will reach a consensus to approve this year's budget for the people of Ghana to also enjoy what are the goodies in the budget or whatever it is that they have to do to make life easier for the people of this country.
Kwesi Parker Wilson, parliamentary correspondent, thank you so much for your reporting. I appreciate it.